everybody. So it's Wednesday morning and I remembered that I was supposed to film this video for you. It's been a mom life. It's been a mom week. It's been mom brain. Yep, okay. So this video is with collaboration from A Common Life. Michelle invited this open collab for those of us to share some of our games, kind of more educational, that we use in our homeschool. And I have to say that any game can end up being an educational game. Even something as silly as hi-ho, cherry-o. You're learning to work together. You're learning, good sportsmanship. You are learning to work together. You are learning, how to communicate, how to be patient, how to be loving. You're learning to work together. Every game can be an educational game. Just kind of put your own spin on it. Anyway, I'm going to share with you, I ended up with 6 games that we're constantly using, we're constantly loving. I was trying to limit it to 5, but I couldn't pull one out. I couldn't leave one out. So, because these are literally ones that we're just in rotation with over and over again. I am going to start with our newest game because we've only had it about a month. And we've played with it maybe about 4 or 5 times. I don't remember quite the number. And that is the Scramble States of America game. And I got this off of Amazon. I was trying to find something that would be fun, educational geography type of thing. And this won the Best Toy Award Gold Seal. It is based on the book. It is recommended for ages 8 plus. It's a 20-minute game, 2 to 4 players. I have to say, this is a better older kid game because what you're doing is you are reading a card, and it's a quick time type of thing. So I'm going to flip the camera over and kind of show you what's involved with this. Okay, so each player has a map, and each player is going to have 5 cards that they lay out like this. Okay, so there's little tidbits on here. So okay, and then what you're going to do is one player pulls out a scramble card, touches the Pacific Ocean, and you're going to slap which card is nearest to that. You're going to slap which card touches the Pacific Ocean. If nobody has one, see, like I would have Alaska, and I need to slap it before any other player does it. And you're going to call out the state. And so whoever gets that first gets both of these cards, and you have a pile that you are collecting, okay? So then another player draws one. Touches 2 or more states directly below it. So as you can see, Virginia would touch both Tennessee and North Carolina. I don't have Virginia. Let's see. New York. New York would touch Pennsylvania and New Jersey, so I could slap that. Hopefully I could do it before another player did that. This shows Tennessee being on here. Anyway, it's a very fun game. It can kind of you want to play it? Okay, but I can't play with you right now, okay? So you're going to have to play by yourself. Is that okay? Again, so we really love that game. It is a little more difficult for the younger ones, especially since they love to kind of get in the action with the slapping and trying to yell out the state before anybody else. Very competitive, definitely very competitive. So that's a great action-packed, maybe for older, for an older family, or older children, or, yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, another one that has been long our favorite is the classic board chess. The unfortunate thing about this is that it's a 2-player game. But this definitely ends up being a parent-child, great one-on-one time. My 2 children ended up being in a chess club, and they got to learn some tips and tricks, and so I'm always on my guard with them now. Chess, I really like the strategy behind it because you don't know what your opponent is going to do, and so you're having to kind of think ahead It's not a game of chance. It is a strategic game. So that's one reason why I love chess. Along with that would be something like Stratego. But I've only been able to find that secondhand, and those little pieces end up getting lost pretty quickly. Again, is another family favorite.
Definitely.
Don't hear that. Another newly acquired game is an old-fashioned one, Pick Up Sticks.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Can you sit at the table with the tapioca pudding? Thank you. Pick Up Sticks. Again, this is one that's ending up being used quite often, especially among the older ones, as they try to it's a good fine motor skills, I think is what they call it. You have to be very gentle, very careful, and again, thinking ahead and planning on how you're going to win the game. So Pick Up Sticks, old classic, but definitely a favorite here. Snakes and Ladders. This is an old kind of reproduction kind of thing. I love this because the younger ones and the older ones can use it. It's a great one for counting, learning to count along. And again, I just really like to find things that the younger ones can do. There is 4 pieces in here, but you can easily add more players by putting dimes or other small little trinkets as pieces for more players to play along. So Snakes and Ladders is again another family favorite. Another family favorite is Clue. This one has a little bit more chance, kind of like with Snakes and Ladders. You roll your dice, you've got to figure out what you're going to do. But Clue is great for using because you only show one card, and you're not showing all of the cards that you may have. So if somebody is saying it was Professor Plum in the library with a candlestick, name that movie, maybe somebody has Professor Plum and Candlestick, and they're only going to show you Professor Plum. So you've got to figure out, use your mind skills to figure out how to figure out if nobody else has a candlestick, or if somebody else does have that. And it took my kids quite a few times to figure out that just because somebody doesn't show Candlestick doesn't mean it's not it. And it could mean that you have more than one card. So again, Clue, I love it. This is the vintage book edition. It was picked up at Marshall's during Christmas time. My mother got it for the kids, but we did have another Clue set that I picked up, but it was a modern one. It was the modern one, and I do not like how the modern one is laid out. I don't know what it is. It's just almost more provocative. I don't know how to describe it. I didn't like it. So this is the Vintage Book Club. It looks like a book. It looks like a book. It sits on the shelf. There's more in these series. I would love to get all of them. I love that the ones in the series are all uniform size. Oh my goodness, what a relief that would be to have something like this. No, I'm not gonna play Clue right now. Did you get your did you get some of the pudding?
I'm heading out. I don't want to. We're heading out.
Just for you. You don't want any pudding? Okay, go brush your hair so we can get ready to go to the library.
Okay, let's go.
This, I saved the best for last. This is definitely everybody's favorite.
I love that game.
You love that game.
I love it.
Want to share it with everybody? What do you love most about it?
I like the herbs.
The herbs. Herbivores. Is a cooperative board game that explores healing herbs, and they finally got their game on Amazon. It's more easily available. This is for 1 to 4 players. We have done it with, I think we were up to 6 players one day. And again, it's just that little thing where these are what the pieces, the people look like. And again, you can use dimes, or what we'll do is we can easily take a game piece from another game. So you've got wooden and then like a plastic piece. And alright, so there's a little different shapes. You can end up with more people. And what the object of the game is, and I do have a video. This was a monthly favorite in one of my videos, and I'm going to have that linked It'll slide across here with an iCard, and it's going to be linked down below if I remember. But you have this board. You're trying to get to grandmother's. No, you're trying to get from grandmother's house to the blueberry patch, get the blueberries, and get back to grandmother's house before night falls. And you can end up on some night pieces that you cover the moon with. There is a interactive story that you can put along with it. We've never done that yet. And then there are herb cards. So you start out with different herbs. My 5-year-old recognizes a lot of these herbs. He doesn't read. Well, he reads a little bit, but he doesn't read these kind of words. And he recognizes some of the herbs already, and I love that. And then you're going to, so you start out with some of these, and you can pick up more along the way. And then once in a while you get a trouble card, and you've got sore muscles. And then these are the herbs that will help sore muscles that you can take. And so if you have it, you can use your herb card with the sore muscles and set it aside. If you don't, you hold on to it until you possibly, pick it up, or you can get one of these cards. You can, this would be to help another player. So if I had this card and my son had, a sore muscle, and he didn't have the herbs, but I had one of the herbs. If he had this and I have this, I can use this card to help him out. Okay. Also, you can use these cards if a player is far behind and help bring him up to the group. Okay. So again, it's a cooperative game, which means no one winner. Everybody wins, everybody loses, yada yada yada. And that was a new concept for my children, but it's ended up being definitely a family favorite, learning to work together. I don't recommend that for every single game you own, but it was a kind of break and nice game with that. And Wildcraft is definitely our family favorite. Anyway, so I'm going to link down below the games for all this. Some of them are pretty easy that you can go and pick up at Walmart, like chess, snakes and ladders, pick up sticks, Clue, the Scramble States of America game I have not seen in the store. I will link Amazon below, and this one I actually ordered from learningherbs.com. I will link them down below. They just sent me an email that says that they just got their game up on Amazon. I will link it up down below. As you know, we're homeschoolers, so we can definitely do these at any time of the day, but these are definitely games that anybody could have for game night. These are not strictly homeschool videos. I actually have a couple friends that's public school teacher with her son, and they absolutely love this game as well. I'm going to link Michelle from A Common Life at about now. You click her face, you go to her channel, you can see everybody else's, and then a video is going to pop up that I recommend as well as my face. The video I recommend, of course, is that monthly favorites that showed us kind of interacting with this game. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!